Well, all is lost. The war's been lost. Unless there's any hope out there, but I doubt. Very much doubt. I need to lock the stores because I can hear the zombies. They already got into my ship. As the captain of the ship, I'm worried. I'm worried because I think all my crew is dead. I'm probably the last man on this ship. Looking out this window, I can see the old shipwreck from hundreds or even thousands of years ago. No idea where it's from. No idea. But all I know, there's a myth. If you go into that ship, the captain will come back alive, and you'll have to fight it. Like to see that, two captains fighting over their ship. Hey, let's get to sleep anyway. My resources are getting drained. Well, let's get my rifle out of this chest. See what's inside of it. Well, there's only a few bullets. Not too good. Let's go into the storage and, well, I guess get some food. Because I'm leaving now. There's not much I can do in here. I hear the zombies. I'm gonna have to go out and fight them. Don't know how. This will be my first time even fighting a zombie. But I guess I will have to make it work somehow. Looking out the day window, seeing all the terror replaying in my head from these zombies, and tanks going wild were meant to save the people, but we failed. Let's unlock the door, head upstairs, and see my first victim, or whatever's lurking out within the distance of the world. Guys, just wanted to say quickly, don't forget to subscribe, like and comment, because this video took a long time. Timestamp and where you get bored, because I'm trying to get better at editing, so comment like improvements I can do and the timestamp that you're going to leave the videos.
I walked out of the house as generator fuel was low and food was running out. I had my first look at the outside world since a year now, but things were different. Buildings were falling down, but I saw no zombies for some reason. I looted a nearby car, but it did not have much in it. I only found some food. There was a wall, and I was curious to see what was behind the wall, so I mined through it. It was a farm, so I broke the fence and ran to the farmer's house. I saw that it had a basement, so I opened the door and I walked down into it. It was dark, so I placed a torch, and I saw there was a lever. To my surprise, it was a hidden room. I walked down into the room cautiously in case of any zombies or people, but as I thought, there was no people or zombies. I looked around and walked through the hallway into another room. I looked through all the chests, but there was not much, so I walked back upstairs. I went out of the basement and I broke the window to the farmer's house, and then I walked up the stairs. I looked through some of the bedrooms and took all of the cobwebs, since I can use them to stop zombies from getting to me if I was low health, or if I was on a tall building and I was stuck. I also saw a ladder, so I climbed up it and opened the chest that was at the top, and I found an axe, but not any axe. I found Gavin's family axe, an antique. This axe did 20 attack damage. I knew I would be unstoppable with this axe, but there was a problem. It was really low durability, so I'd have to find a new iron axe and combine them in an anvil to repair it. Building outside near the tower, but most of the food was gone and only left were scraps of wheat and sugarcane. Then in one of the chests, I found Robert's trusty hoe. It had bad stats, but I took it anyways. Out of nowhere, a zombie tried to kill me. It jump scared me, so I ran back into the basement and down the stairs, panicking as I did not want to die. I rushed into the bedroom, got into a bed and slept. I found another zombie, and that zombie burnt to death. Then I found the other zombie and I killed it. I broke into the tower, curious of what was inside, and I found a jackpot of hay bales. So I got to work mining it, but I also found a bed and a chest. I guess that means someone was staying in it, but they must have died, so I carried on mining all of their hay bales. After I finished mining all the hay bales, I went to the basement to craft bread. That would last me a long time, since there was lots of wheat, about 3 stacks of bread, which was extremely good. I saw a road, so I walked up onto the road, and I started to run down it. I saw some sort of military base. nearby, and I also saw a pizza truck with a camera inside. I did not think anything of it. I walked into this nearby building, hoping to find any weapon, but I found nothing. Well, I found a sword, and it does, like, I think it was 7.5 attack damage. Well, I think that's what it says in the script anyway. But when I went out, I looted some of the cars, but there was nothing of value. So I used the key that I had on a nearby truck and found some sort of drink that gives me regeneration. I knew this would be helpful if I'm close to death. I ran back down the road towards the farmhouse so I could empty what little stuff I had. I also decided it would be smart to fix the door in case of a emergency and I had to close the door.
Hello, I need some food.
Another
These last few
survivor.
days have
He
been
needed
horrible.
food, so I gave him some food, and I gave him tools to help him survive. Then I showed him my food supply in case he needed any more food. We both started to get ready to head down to the military base to see if we can get any loot. But when we got there, we split up and we did not find much. Then Fireless found a really cool underwater hotel. But there was no loot inside, but it was still cool. Then we went to a radio tower and it had a bow that Fireless took, and it was called the Fat Man bow. So after that we walked into the forest looking for more places to loot. Then we found a ton of spawners just chilling in the middle of nowhere. So we mined them and we carried on with our trip. I found a bus driver's tool thingy. It did quite a bit of damage, but it did give you quite a slow debuff sort of thing. Then down in this playground there's a ton of hidden spawners. I have no idea why there's just spawners in a playground, but okay. Then after running around for a bit, we decided to think of a plan to go to the main city. We knew there was radiation in the city, so we would have to look for a gas mask first. We also messed with a radio in this shop that would not turn off, so we ran away because the sound was just so horrible. Then preparation started to go to the city. Then Fireless closed the door on me, so here's the plan. The plan, we're going to go down to the bridge and see if we can find any gas masks in the car or in the tanks or buildings that are nearby. Then we would enter the building and search all the buildings for loot. On the way there was a bunch of zombies that came out of this underground car park for the library. Then this happened. Yep, I died. It happened so fast it took me a while to process my death, but I sucked it up and ran back to the place. I picked up my stuff, and this was the first death. We knew we needed to get a water bucket to live so we don't die to the flames again. I went into the building with Fireless, but it had nothing inside, so I walked out of the building. Then we saw what we were looking for, the bridge. After looting the back of a truck and getting the milk that was out of date, we found gas masks. Then we slept to avoid any zombies. Now it was time to go across the bridge and see what was hiding within the city. The bridge was destroyed, so Fireless had to make slabs and bridge across while I followed him closely in case of a zombie attack. After looking in the back of some cars, I found a bow, and this bow will help save me many times in the future, and will help me if a player tries to attack me. Into one of the buildings and found tons of potions and loot. We found grenades and healing regeneration potions. So I climbed up one of the ladders and looted the other floors, but there was not much in the other floors, so we left and found this hotel. It was creepy. This hotel was just white, and the fact that everything was close to the crater outside of the hotel. So we made another bridge, and yeah, we went into this penthouse and it also had no loot, so yeah, that was great. I looked out the window and it was sad to see the devastation that was sprung upon this city. After thinking to myself, why did this happen? But I just got back on with it. I jumped off the building, I did a cobweb clutch, and it was epic. My skill there was just insane. After that, we looked into the crater and started to think of the next plan of action. So we decided to go into the metro, and we found a fast travel, so we raised the gate, because you cannot fast travel unless you raise the gate to every station. So we raised the gate to, I literally forgot the station name, so if I find it I'll put it on screen. Then Fireless wanted to go down into the metro tunnels, so I agreed. Then we started to run,
Found a few potions in the other stations, but not much else happened. But I lied. This happened. We both nearly died. We made it out after that near-death experience, but we ran out of there. We found another station, but not any station. We found the airport. We finally found it. After days, then it turned... and I would need one if I was, gonna survive. But then it turned day, so we went into the elevator. And, once we went into the elevator, I died because of a bug. I fell through a block. So, I decided it's not fair, and that does not count as death, since it was a bug. I fell through a block. After getting to the surface, we ran around for a bit, trying to find the runway. Then, we found it. So, we searched some of the planes, but they did not have anything in them. The map download will be in the link in the description, and I wanted to thank all the creators that helped with the creation of this map. Now, back to the video. I ran out of food, so Fireless passed me some hay bales and I crafted bread with them. Then we ran back to the airport. Then we ran... It did not have much inside of it, but it had a rocket, so, I launched the rocket and died. Yeah, rip. But from now on, any death will be my last death, 100%, and I have no idea why there's a $sign on the script. Fireless put my stuff into a chest, so my stuff wouldn't despawn and I wouldn't be devastated when I made it. I took all my stuff from the chest once I arrived and started to loot the smaller planes. They did not have much loot in it. They had a little bit new loot, but not much that was worth mentioning. So we walked round this huge aquarium, but it started to turn night, so we camped out into a kitchen, but nearly died to a baby zombie that came through the window. Then I had a big brain idea. I decided to farm zombies, and we took it in turns for the whole night. After it turned day, I spent some time killing the rest of the zombies, while Fireless explored the airport for a little, but then I joined him. I wanted to say again how insane this airport is, and how much work must have gone into this. And you can see the detail in the replay right now, and just the size of this map and the airport is just insane. We died digging down, because guess what, another baby zombie tried to kill us both. So we looted it and explored a mine, but yeah, we ran out of the mine because there were so many zombies within the mine. Then after that, Fireless found a bunker, and this bunker had a ton of iron, and it didn't have a lot of loot, but it had loot that was worth value. Like, Fireless found an iron chest plate, we managed to craft a bucket, then we ran across the coastline of the river to go back to the farmhouse. After we made it to the farmhouse, we went into the bunker, or the basement, wherever it's called, and then we called it a day for now.
Okay guys, and that is the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching all the way to the end. I will see you guys in the next video, and also if you want me to make a movie out of this or do it in full hardcore mode, so no deaths tolerated, let me know. And if you want me to get even more people to join next time, let me know down in the comments, and like this video to show your support. Goodbye.